No, the one on my phone. Oh, okay. It's out on YouTube. This is where I got it right here. Just so you know. Cynthia.
Video URL.
Yeah, Cynthia something.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't need that.
Hello. Good evening, friends and guests. Welcome to the Naw-Rúz celebration. I'm going to talk a little bit about Naw-Rúz. We're going to have some prayers, we're going to have some songs, and make it a shorter evening so that we can have some time to socialize. It's been such a long time since we've been able to be together in 3D, and it's important for us to have fun. The spirit of Naw-Rúz is loving fellowship. Oh, friends, it be good with you to refresh and revive your souls. Due to gracious favors, which in this divine, the soul-stirring springtime are being showered upon you. Today is the world's oldest holiday. March 20th marks the vernal equinox in the Earth's northern hemisphere and the autumnal equinox in the south. That day when the sun's light strikes the equator directly and illuminates every continent equally. Called Naw-Rúz, Naw-Rúz, or New Year's by Zoroastrians, Alawites, Sufis, some Muslims, and Baha'is. This secular holiday has been observed around the world for more than 3,000 years. Happy New Year. Happy Naw-Rúz. In Farsi, the Persian language, Naw-Rúz means New Year or New Day. Baha'is celebrate Naw-Rúz, New Year's Day, on this equinox every year. Like most holy days, the Bahá'í New Year usually includes singing, eating, dancing, and socializing. Because Naw-Rúz also marks the end of the 19-day Bahá'í fast, it brings a warm, diverse, and fascinating group of people together to eat with one another, celebrate, have fun, enjoy each other's company, and truly welcome the exciting, unlimited possibilities of a new year. Baha'is all over the world will celebrate Naw-Rúz as the annual celebratory feast of renewal, the spiritual and physical springtime. As flowers bloom and bushes bud out and birds trill in the trees, the Baha'is will smile and laugh and hug each other warmly. But for Baha'is, Naw-Rúz isn't only a party, it serves as a symbolic reminder of the oneness of all of the messengers of God. In the spiritual springtime they each brought to humanity. Abdul Baha explains that Naw-Rúz represents the return of the Son of Reality, when a reawakening of the Spirit occurs and the light of the new revelation shines equally upon the entirety of God's creation. Just as the solar cycle has its 4 seasons, the cycle of the Son of Reality has its distinct and successive periods. Each brings its vernal season or springtime, when the sun of reality returns to quicken the world of mankind, a divine bounty descends from the heavens of generosity. The realm of thoughts and ideas is set in motion and blessed with new life. Minds are developed, hopes to brighten, aspirations become spiritual, the virtues of the human world appear with freshened power of growth, and the imagine and likeness of God become visible in man. It is the springtime of the inner world. In it, the former springtime has returned, the world is resuscitated, illumined, and attains spirituality. Religion is renewed and reorganized, hearts are turned to God, the summons of God is heard, and life is again bestowed upon men. I assume the ceremonial prayer.
Praise be thou, O my God, that thou hast ordained Naw-Rúz as a festival unto those who have observed the fast for love of thee, and abstain from all that is abhorrent unto thee. Grant, O my Lord, that the fire of thy love and the heat produced by the fast enjoined by thee may inflame them in thy cause, and make them to be occupied with thy praise and with the remembrance of thee. Since thou hast ordained them, O my Lord, with the ornaments of the fast prescribed by thee, do thou adorn for them with the ornaments of thine acceptance, to thy grace and bountiful favor. For the doings of men are all dependent upon thy good pleasure, and are conditioned by thy behest, shouldest thou regard him who hath broken the fast as one who hath observed it. Such a man would be reckoned among them who from eternity hath been keeping the fast. And shouldest thou decree that he who hath observed the fast hath broken it, that person would be numbered with such as have caused the robe of thy revelation to be stained with dust, and been far removed from the crystal waters of this living fountain. Thou art he through whom the ensign, praiseworthy art thou, thy works have been lifted up, and the standard, obeyed art thou in thy behest, hath been unfurled. Make known this thy station, O God, unto thy servants, that they may be made aware that the excellence of all things is dependent upon thy bidding and thy word. And the virtue of every act is conditioned by thy leave, and the good pleasure of thy will, and may recognize that the reins of men's doings are within the grasp of thine acceptance and thy commandment. Make this known unto them, that nothing whatsoever may shut them out from thy beauty. In these days whereon the Christ exclaimeth, all dominion is thine, O thou begetter of the Spirit of Jesus. And thy friend Mohammed cried out, glory be to thee, O thou the best beloved, from that thou hast uncovered thy beauty, and written down for thy chosen ones what will cause them to attain unto the seat of the revelation of thy most great name, through which all the peoples have lamented except such as have detached themselves from all except thee, and set themselves towards him who is the revealer of thyself, and the manifestation of thine attributes. He who is thy branch, and all thy company, O my Lord, hath broken this day their fast, after having observed it within the precincts of thy court, and in their eagerness to please thee. Do thou ordain for them, and for them all of such as have entered thy presence in those days. All are good through thy presence in those days. All the good thou didst destine in thy book. Supply them with that which will profit them in both this life and in the life beyond. Thou, in truth, art the all-knowing, the all-wise.
Now we're gonna have a Naw-Rúz song from our lovely entertainment section over here.
We the band.
We the Bahá'í band, or the Bahá'í band.
It's here, it's here, New Year, New Year, Happy Naw-Rúz, Happy Naw-Rúz to you. It's here, it's here, New Year, New Year, Happy Naw-Rúz, Happy Naw-Rúz to you. Light some candles, ring some bells, call your friends and wish them well. Happy Naw-Rúz, Happy Naw-Rúz to you. Another year has gone away, raining for a brighter day. Good times right ahead for me and you. Happy Naw-Rúz, Happy Naw-Rúz. Another year has gone away, bringing forth a brighter day. Good times right ahead for me and you. So make this year a year to show that love and peace and joy can grow. Happy Naw-Rúz, Happy Naw-Rúz to you. It's here, it's here, New Year, a new year. Happy Naw-Rúz, Happy Naw-Rúz to you. Happy Naw-Rúz, Happy Naw-Rúz to you. Happy Naw-Rúz, Happy Naw-Rúz to you.
All right, so this, what we're going to do at this time is, for those that are willing to maybe share a little bit about what are you grateful for from this past year, and what are your hopes for the next year. This is a really great time to kind of reflect on what am I grateful for the previous year, and what are my hopes for the next year. And with that, what I'd like to do is share some gratitude, because we have a new member to our Baha'i community who declared tonight, and that's Vicki Hill. Vicki? We say this to bring you warm and love and welcome you to our community. Welcome, and we're all here to help you along your Baha'i journey. So with that, who would like to share? Feel free to come up, or if you've got a booming voice, see where you're at.
I'm so thankful for so many things. My new job I've had for 5 months. The people around me that celebrate me and join my company, my best friends. This has been kind of hard for me because I'm alone, and I used to have a boyfriend, and he would come to my house, but now he's not there. But I'm happy without him. So. And God bless Obama and all the guys around the world. Thank you.
Don't be shy. Come on, let's share.
I'm going to say something from right here, since I'm sitting right in front of the mic. I'm very happy, thankful for so much, but one of the things I'm especially happy about is have a couple of new friends that have come all the way over from Phoenix, Arizona, especially to join us at Naw-Rúz, especially to join this community at Naw-Rúz. And they are Lal and Dina Fernando, and I think they're sitting in the back I'd also like to say I'm happy about Daryl and Carlos having this out. Those are all here as well.
I really wanted to express my gratitude to see everybody here. Yeah. Glad to see you all.
In 3D. Does anybody else wish to share anything?
Well, I'm grateful for a really fantastic year with my business. It's the best year that I've had so far. So I had my iPhone stolen 4 days ago. And during the fast, nonetheless, it was my fault. I left it on a park bench, and of course, somebody stole it. It was really fun watching with Apple, my phone traipsing around from place to place to place. We have to find my phone. And, but needless to say, my husband sounded off the alarm and they turned the phone off. So that was the end of that, and they said I have to get a new phone. I've been without a phone for 4 days.
Oh my goodness.
So I am thankful for not having a phone for 4 days. During my fast, which I'm sad to say, I always find the food part the easiest part for me. The hardest part for me is the detachment part. So these last 4 days, I've been a little bit more involved, a little bit more detached. So in a way, it's been a blessing in disguise. And I put things into perspective. Obviously, there are people who are running away from their homes, people who are dying. And this is a first world problem, although it is obviously a problem because, we live in our homes and this is how we can do business. But at the same time, I just feel like I have to put things into perspective and I'm just grateful in general. Thank you.
Anybody else? Well, this past couple of years, but especially, this past year, as the COVID rise, we had people that we lost. There's some of us here that have lost loved ones, lost, family members, parents. So with that, what I'd like to do is I've asked Sue to read a prayer for the departed, to recognize not only those with COVID, everybody that passed away this past year as we go into this new year.
O my God, O thou forgiver of sins, bestower of gifts, dispeller of afflictions. Verily I beseech thee to forgive the sins of such as have abandoned the physical garment and have ascended to the spiritual world. O my Lord, purify them from trespasses, dispel their sorrows, and change their darkness into light. Cause them to enter the garden of happiness, cleanse them with the most pure water, and grant them to behold thy splendors on the loftiest mountain.
And I've asked Sheila to read a prayer for testing difficulties.
Dispel my grief by thy bounty and thy generosity, O God, my God. And banish mine anguish through thy sovereignty and thy might. Thou seest me, O my God, with my face set towards thee at a time when sorrows have compassed me on every side. I implore thee, O thou who art the Lord of all being, and overshadowest all things visible and invisible, by thy name whereby thou hast subdued the hearts and the souls of men, and by the billows of the ocean of thy mercy, and the splendors of the day star of thy bounty, to number me with them whom nothing whatsoever hath deterred from setting their faces towards thee, O Lord of all names and maker of the heavens. Thou beholdest, O my Lord, the things which have befallen me in thy days. I entreat thee by him, who is the dayspring of thy names and the dawning place of thine excellence, to ordain for me what will enable me to arise and serve thee, and to extol thy virtues. Thou art verily the Almighty, the most powerful, who art wont to answer the prayers of all men. And finally, I beg of thee, by the light of thy countenance, to bless my affairs, and redeem my debts, and satisfy my needs. Thou art he to whose power and to whose dominion every tongue hath testified, and whose majesty and whose sovereignty every understanding heart hath acknowledged. No God is there but thee, who hearest and art ready to answer.
And now we're going to hear some prayers for peace from the children.
O thou kind Lord, thou hast created all humanity from the same stock. Thou hast decreed that all shall belong to the same household. In thy holy presence they are all thy servants, and all mankind are sheltered beneath thy tabernacle. All have gathered together at thy table of bounty. All are gleaming through the light of thy providence. O God, thou art kind to all. Thou hast provided for all. Thou hast sheltered all. for us life upon all. Thou hast endowed each and all with talents and faculties, and all are submerged in the ocean of thy mercy.
O thou kind Lord, unite all, let the religions agree, and make the nations one, so that they may see each other as one family, and the whole earth as one home. May they all lie together in perfect harmony.
O God, raise aloft the banner of the oneness of mankind. O God, establish the most great peace. Cement thou, O God, the hearts together. O thou kind Father, God, gladden our hearts through the fragrance of thy love. Brighten our eyes through the lights of thy guidance. Delight our ears with the melody of thy word, and shelter us all in the stronghold of thy providence.
Thou art the mighty and the powerful, thou art the forgiving, and thou art the one who overlooketh the shortcomings of all mankind.
Thank you very much. And to end this portion and then get back to socializing and dancing and partying, we're gonna sing "Let There Be Peace on Earth" together. We tried to get a video with some music. Come on up, come on, come on. Yes, come on.
Well, friends, Happy Naw-Rúz. We are talking about peace and unity. The world is not going through peace and unity. It's fragmented with all kinds of problems. So what we could do in this area is rise to that which we were assigned by Bahá'u'lláh to do. I'd like to welcome a couple, Joyce and Sam, who are real baby Baha'is. Could you please stand up? And also, we have one of the so many dozen refugee Afghanis who are here in this community we're looking after. Could you please give a hand of applause for them? We have at least 300 more Afghanis who are going to be coming from metropolitan of Tampa into the Clearwater Pinellas areas. So it would be nice if each, our own families, adopt one family to look after. This is pretty important. It's an act of service. Not to fall short and be getting ready because we're going to have several 100,000 Ukrainians coming to USA very soon. I'm part of a program that I'll get advance notice to support the refugees as they come in. So when you're at home, you're praying, please prepare yourselves with the idea that somehow you get engaged in looking after the some of many of these families. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So as we're gonna sing a song, "Let There Be Peace on Earth," kind of generate that around and let that waft up over everybody. We had a video, but we can't make the music come up, so we're gonna sing this together with just our voices. So we can stand up, hold hands, or stand up where you're at, wherever you'd like, and I'll just lead you through it. Oh, it's on that PowerPoint. That last page is,
Okay.
Can we throw that up there, the words? Here he is, boys, come on. All right, let's go over here. We can do this. You can hold hands now. It's okay. I respect anybody's compromise and needs prevention. All right. I'm going to start it, and I think you guys will probably, get the beat of it. We'll just sing it together, okay? 1, 2, 3. Let